Welcome to our next episode of WaveInsights. I'm your host, Shana Vernon, and today we're going to do a deep dive into the expansion of our EBL solution, the Smart Shipment Folder. And joining me today is Uri Brison, WaveBL's Chief Product Officer. Uri, it's really great to have you here.
It's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. Now, Uri, today let's focus on Smart Shipment Folder. Can you tell us what inspired the solution and how it benefits our customers?
Yes. So the Smart Shipment Folder is our evolution. It's the evolution of our product, which was predominantly focused on issuing and transferring electronic bills of lading. That's what WaveBL has been doing historically. And I'm happy to say that we've become the market leader in this domain. And we have decided that this would be a good time to sort of expand our offering and provide additional services to our customers. And this is where the Smart Shipment Folder idea originated. Just in a nutshell, we're going to become a more inclusive platform. The Smart Shipment Folder is a trade document management feature that allows our customers to insert additional documents which are important and need to be secured and transferred in an efficient and expedient way to their trading counterparts. And we're going to be leveraging the technology that we developed, our blockchain-based technology. We're going to be leveraging that towards securing and making the use of other documents more efficient in the same way that we did with electronic bills of lading.
And can you explain how that differs than a regular document management platform?
Absolutely. So in many cases, what we discovered is that documents become siloed in the system that the shipper or consignee or any other trade actor has his own system, and the documents are managed by that system alone. And then when you have to send those documents to the people that you're working with, to your partners, and to other businesses, you send them by email, or sometimes they're printed out and they're sent in paper form, which is very inefficient. It's also not very good for the environment. And then it becomes sort of a core problem to sort of follow up on the entire shipment process, because you have some documents that you sent out from one system over email and other documents that you sent out from another system, and then some documents that you printed, and there's no single source of truth, no single place where you have all that documentation. By leveraging the network that we have established for electronic bills of lading, we are now going to allow our customers to have all those documents in one place and be able to send them from that one place over our network to the shipment folders of their respective business partners. So it's a unified and secured and very expedient way of transacting with trade documents.
Okay, that's a big game changer in the industry. Can you tell me?
So, yeah.
Can you tell me what other benefits that companies can gain from switching to the Smart Folder?
Yes. So I think the most important technology that, aside from the base layer of the blockchain, that we've been a pioneer of leveraging blockchain technology to transfer documents securely. We're introducing a new technology which is it's getting a lot of attention lately and is very important, which is the AI-assisted document data extraction, which basically in simple terms means that it doesn't matter what kind of document you have, if it's a file, if it's an Excel or Word file or something that's been exported from another system, or even if it's just a piece of paper that you scanned, our system will be able to extract all the information from that document. So if you're getting, in simple terms, if you're getting a bunch of invoices and packing lists and other types of documents in email, or even getting them in paper form and you're scanning them, our system will be able to extract all that data and make that data manageable, usable, and computable. So our system will be able to make allow you to do things that you haven't been able to do before, like sort out that information, search through all that information, compare different documents, and find discrepancies and errors, which were previously people did that manually, and they would, in many cases, they would overlook some of those problems. So once you digitize all that information, our system will be able to find errors and problems, which can be very costly. So being able to put all the documents in one place, and then extracting the information and being able to leverage that information to find problems, missing data, and errors and discrepancies.
And this is all before the EBL is issued or after the EBL is issued as well, to avoid amendments or just streamline the process?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we were focused on the EBL, on the electronic bill of lading, and now we're sort of stretching out towards both sides of the process. In fact, if you before an EBL is being issued, if you just have the receipt of the booking confirmation, and you have an invoice, which are documents that you usually have before the ship goes out, you're already able to correlate that information, see if something is missing, see if there are documents, like if the system might suggest that you change, that there might be a problem with the dates or with the container numbers, or perhaps there's a document missing for this specific type of shipment. You need a certificate of origin or a phytosanitary certificate. The system will be able to notify you of that because of the vast database that we have. So that takes place before the EBL is issued. And then after the bill of lading is issued, the system will include that in the shipment folder and then be able to correlate that with things like the shipping instructions to see that there was no. In a lot of cases, the issuance of the bill of lading is in part a manual process. So in many cases, we've seen errors introduced into the bill of lading, and here you'll be able to compare the bill of lading with the information that you have from the shipping instructions and make sure that there are no errors in the process, which is just one of the benefits that you would get from a situation like this. And of course, down the line, if there are other errors, the system can automatically allow you to do the amendment process for the EBL and other types of corrective action. So in short, both before the EBL is issued and after.
Wow, that's really great. And when it comes to integrations, does the Smart Folder have any seamless integrations with other systems?
Yeah, so we've been focused in the past, I'd say in the past year or so, we've put in a lot of efforts on integrating with several external systems, which expand our functionality considerably. Just to mention a few, we've integrated with Intra, which is a subsidiary of E2Open. They do shipping instructions, and we're now working with them to allow the information from our system and from the shipment folder to be interchanged with the Intra system. We've recently announced a cooperation with Temenos, which is a world-leading provider of software for financial institutions, and we will be facilitating the presentation of letter of credits for banking and financial institutions through our system, which in simple terms mean that you won't need to send a bunch of papers to the bank to get a letter of credit. You'll be able to do it over our system, which we've gotten great feedback for. It should cut down the time for a letter of credit from around 2 weeks to just 1 or 2 days, or even less, right? So that should be very significant. And we're working on a bunch of additional integrations. It's a key feature. It's a key path to how we see our product roadmap going forward.
So basically, it smooths operations from all aspects of shipping.
Yeah. So we like to think of this as going from. So we were very successful in doing in digitizing bills of lading, which is sort of the main trade document, and we think we did that fairly well. And now we're expanding. We'd like to think of ourselves in terms of a trade document or a digital trade document system, where our focus is to make the entire process of dealing with trade documentation, and there's a whole lot of documentation that goes along with any specifically maritime trade. We'd like to make that easier, faster, more efficient, and have our customers be able to do that with as few costly errors as possible.
Okay, and would you have any advice for businesses who have their eye on bills of lading?
Yeah, I'd say check out what we're doing. I mean, I'm biased, right? Because I'm here, but I think we're doing really exciting stuff. I think that so I've spent a lot of time talking to customers. I try as the guy responsible for where the product goes from here. I try to do this in lockstep with what our customers tell us that they need, and I think the new offering that we're bringing to market is in very good correlation with our customers' true needs and pains. And I think that it'll be able to solve a lot of problems and make their lives more efficient, easier, less manual and cumbersome in terms of what they need to do to handle all these documentations that are generated when you do maritime trade. So yeah, I definitely think businesses should check this out.
Yeah, and you think that it will help other businesses rely less on external sources, kind of gives them all one place to control the operations.
I think what we're trying to do, yeah, so what we're trying to do is streamline the process of handling trade documentation, trying to make it less manual and more digitized, more efficient, and less error prone. And also, and this is not less significant, this is still a very, in many places, a very paper-oriented process. You can still see maybe less in the US and Western Europe, but in other locations, other geographies, you still see that they use a lot of paper-based documents. They actually send pieces of paper from place to place via couriers and airplanes, and we can help reduce the amount of actual paper that's sent very considerably, and that is significant for the environment. So I think that's not less of an issue. There's no reason in this day and age to send information over pieces of paper and fly them out from one continent to another. Everything can be done digitally, safely. It's been proven to be safe and efficient, and that's something that we're really committed to do.
Especially now that I saw that there are quite a few countries who have jumped on the digital bandwagon and have passed laws to approve digital documents as if they're the same as paper documents. Of course, as long as they follow certain requirements, but ours do follow those requirements. So
yeah, this is a very conservative industry. It's a very old industry, and there's a lot of money involved. I mean, these shipments can be multi-million dollars of goods being sent from one place to another. So it's understandable why this industry would be hesitant to very quickly embrace new technologies. But we've been doing this with bills of lading, which are arguably the most significant trade document for 8 years now. And we've been doing it very successfully. We haven't lost a shipment yet, right? Touch wood.
great.
And no, the system is based on technology which has proven itself to meet the standards needed in terms of security and efficiency. And this has been recognized by the regulatory bodies. In England, it was signed into law that digital documents are now the officially preferred way to conduct trade. This was just last year, and now other countries are following suit. You have France, you have countries in Asia. This is quickly becoming the accepted norm for sending trade documents, and we hope that in a few years we won't even remember that we used to send papers from. It's like with airplane tickets, right? I don't know, you're not old enough for this probably, but I remember that you used to go to the travel agent and you would get these paper tickets that you would have to give the flight attendant when you board the plane.
Even like 10 years ago, they had the paper tickets.
And now it's unimaginable, right? You get an e-ticket in your email, and
Yeah.
you scan the QR code when you board the plane, and you're done. I mean, that it works. It makes sense, and this is how everything should work, because it's faster, it's more secure, and it's good for the environment. So we're trying to do the same thing, basically.
Yeah, and the shipping industry was kind of behind the times. Everyone else has already entered the digital age, and we're kind of catching up.
Yeah, it's a conservative industry, but we're getting there.
Okay, well, thank you a lot, Uri. The insights into the Smart Folder were really great. I now understand the impact on global trade. And to all the listeners, stay tuned for more on trade digitalization and innovation. Until next time.
All right, thank you, Shana. I was happy to be here.